I feel like a little kid right now. Like, I really did scream when I woke up. This is crazy. This is crazy. I think the snow started at 7 a.m., or at least that's what they were saying, like, for the past few days. I woke up at about 8:30. I looked at my phone, and it said heavy snow. Could not tell you the last time my weather app has ever said heavy snow. But I got up and I looked out the window, and oh my God, I really do feel like a little kid. It's crazy. The last time I've seen snow like this in the South was in 2011, because we had so much snow that they canceled exams my freshman year of high school. I don't know how long this is going for. This isn't quite as much snow as we got in 2011. I am gonna go back inside because I'm cold. Welcome to my snow day vlog. This is going to be so fun. I'm so excited. I'm wide awake. Better than caffeine. I was up pretty late last night. I could have easily slept in until now, but I'm happy that I woke up early because I would have missed everything falling from the sky. It is still kind of snowing, but I think it might be more rain than snow. I'm looking out the window right here. That's why I keep looking off into the distance, but it might be done snowing. I think the last time I saw snow was when I went to Colorado for Helen and Virginia's birthday trip. Was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago? But the last time I've seen snow, like when I've lived somewhere, not just like on vacation, was when I lived in Connecticut. I lived in Connecticut for 3 years, and obviously I saw a lot of snow there when I lived there. It feels kind of surreal, like living somewhere where there's snow. Obviously it doesn't really snow in Atlanta, Georgia, like ever, so this might not happen again for several years, but it's just feeling crazy, like waking up to snow. I live here and there's snow. Strange. One thing I actually really miss about living somewhere where it snows, when I lived in Connecticut, they used to salt all of like the sidewalks and stuff, obviously, but when they would salt it all, I loved like stepping on the salt and like twisting my foot. It was so fun. It's kind of like in fall time when you like to step on a crunchy leaf because you like the sound. It's like you're going out of your way to step on the leaf, to step on the salt. Like I would go out of my way to step on the salt. It was really satisfying. Also, I was really scared of like slipping and falling, so I was like trying to step where the salt was to help me stay upright. Anyways, it is a Friday, so school has been canceled. I think a lot of people are just working from home today. A lot of offices, you know, just are saying to not come in, which makes sense because the roads in the South simply aren't built for snow. We don't have salt trucks. I feel like growing up, people would always be like, that's insane. Like you guys cancel school when it barely snows. But it's like, yeah, there's probably like one salt truck in the state of Georgia. So I haven't told you guys this, but I've been doing some freelance stuff, editing. I love editing videos. I love photoshopping thumbnails. I keep my thumbnails on this channel pretty simple. Nothing too crazy, but I can do things that are a little bit more involved. Started doing a little bit of freelance for two girls. One a little bit more consistent than the other. Like one of them, I just kind of, you know, whenever she needs like a more involved thumbnail, she'll text me. But she texted me last night and sent me a bunch of photos, sent me the videos. So I normally like edit a few variations, you know, just like slight changes to the same thing. And she'll be like, oh, I like this, I don't like this. And then we'll move it around, whatever. I've been really liking it because, not to get too deep on you guys, but I film myself, I edit myself, I look at myself all day. I think about how interesting my life is, how I can make my life more interesting. And as fun as it is, and as much as I do love it, and as much as it's given me, it does get a little bit draining. Anyways, all this to say, I've been loving this little side hustle, this little side gig I have going of editing thumbnails, because it's nice to have a little bit of extra money on the side, of course, but more than that, it's been really helpful getting outside of my own head and not having to wake up and think about how to reduce my life into a 20-minute vlog every week, how to make my life look the most interesting. The reason I started talking about any of that is I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to edit some thumbnails this morning and send her over some options. If anybody needs thumbnail help, you know where to find me. It's literally so fun. I'm addicted to Photoshop. Got a little bit of work done, which was good, and now it's time to have fun. Okay, things I want to do today. I want to go on a walk, feel the snow, get some fresh air, you know? I want to pick out a book because I feel like a rainy day, a snow day, it calls for a good book on the couch, cozy, under some blankets, looking out the window. And then I also want to bake something. I got ingredients for a recipe yesterday at the grocery store, which I was actually going to start this vlog yesterday, but the grocery store was just such a madhouse. The eggs, chicken, milk, bread, like everything was so picked over. There were so many people. It was so hard to find a parking spot, and the parking lot at Kroger is huge. It was just a little bit of a mess. So I actually didn't start the vlog yesterday. I was gonna start, you know, with preparation for the snow day, but we're starting it on the actual snow day instead. Got some ingredients for a recipe that I wanna bake, / we got ingredients for dinner and lunch for the next few days because we knew the roads were gonna be bad and we weren't really gonna wanna leave the house. We have some good, cozy dinner meals this weekend, specifically catered to the snow day. There's so many kids that are in the South right now that it's probably their first time seeing snow, but there's just so many kids that I'm sure they're just so excited today. Also because it's a Friday, school's canceled. It really just looks so magical outside. It's making me get in the Christmas spirit again, even though it's literally January, but I keep thinking about the song White Christmas. Like I keep singing it in my head. I have my bean boots on and we're gonna go on a walk. On the forecast, it said that it would snow more tonight. Now it's changed to mostly rain, which is sad. I thought that maybe we could get a little bit more snow. Still kind of raining. Everything's kind of turning to slush. Closed, obviously. But kind of fun to see it in the snow. Look, someone made a little, is this a unicorn? Oh my God, it's a unicorn. That's funny. We're back from our walk and I'm gonna pick out a book. I'm kind of in the mood to read a physical book because I feel like I've been reading on my Kindle a lot. And I don't know, I'm just kind of in the mood to hold a physical book. I have some ideas of what I might read. My mom got me this book for Christmas. Oh God, it's like, of course, at the bottom of the stack. We've stacked all of our books on this wall and then you guys are sitting on a stack of books right here. These walls are where we're gonna do bookshelves eventually, but we just have them all stacked up for the time being. My mom got me this book for Christmas, if I can grab it. Long Island Compromise, which I've seen a lot of people reading online. So that's an option. I got this a while ago. Oh my God. That's gonna continue to fall. Come and Get It by Kylie Reid. I haven't read Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid, but this one sounds really good. What other options do I have? I could start Magnolia Parks if we dare. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking one of these. This is a book about a family like over the course of decades perhaps, but it's about this guy named Carl, who I think is the patriarch of the family, who gets kidnapped, held for ransom, and then he returns to his family a week later. Fast forward 40 years, it seems to be about a family kind of reeling from their father getting kidnapped and all of the struggles that come with that, / their fortune is disappearing. The Long Island Compromise spans the entirety of one family's history, winding through decades and generations all the way to the outrageous present and confronting the mainstays of American Jewish life: tradition, the pursuit of success, the terror of history, fear of the future, old wives' tales, evil eyes, ambition, achievement, boredom. Okay, wow, there's a lot of things and commas here. This is about a girl named Millie Cousins, who's an RA at the University of Arkansas. It's set in 2017, which I'm liking that because I graduated college in 2018. So this would be like was her peer. Her goal is to graduate, get a job, buy a house. When Agatha Paul, a writer and visiting professor, is itching for her next big topic, she offers Millie an easy yet unusual opportunity for them to help each other further their own interests. I think I'm leaning towards this book because this book was on my last TBR video that I made. I made a TBR video for the end of 2024. It feels kind of weird to hold a physical book. Like I've just been so obsessed with my Kindle, I kind of forgot what a book felt like. Is that crazy to say? This is 384 pages. I think this is the one, y'all. I'm gonna start this. I'm not gonna get like so far in it because I wanna stop at some point and start baking our dessert. Book update, which isn't really much of an update at all because I think I've read literally 4 chapters. I'm on page 72. Not that much to share, just a little bit of setup, getting to know some characters. Every single time they're talking about a dorm, I'm picturing my freshman dorm at Tulane. Like if they're ever in the bathroom, I'm picturing the bathroom on my floor. They're talking about a suite at the end of the hall and I keep picturing like the end of the hall in my freshman dorm. Also, they're not even freshmen. I think it's a dorm of like some transfer students, maybe some sophomores who had been there for freshman year. It would make more sense if I was picturing my sophomore dorm, but I'm only picturing my freshman dorm for some reason. If anybody went to Tulane, goes to Tulane, knows anything about Tulane, I lived in Monroe, so that's the dorm I keep picturing. I lived on Mo 9, floor 9 of Monroe. Some people might call it ugly, okay? But I say that it has a certain charm to it. This is the bookmark that I'm using. If you guys remember my London vlogs from a year ago, I bought this bookmark in Paddington. So cute. Naturally, I took the jacket off the book because, you know, it's it gets to be too much. I just have to take it off. We're gonna take a break from reading. We're going to make the recipe that I told you guys about, even though I didn't even tell you guys what recipe I'm making. I'm going to make a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart shortbread. Doesn't that sound so good? I originally saw this recipe on Instagram Reels. This girl was making a homemade version of a brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart, which is my favorite version of a Pop-Tart, and it just spoke to me. So we're gonna get baking. Okay, the Pop-Tart is done. I have to do the icing on top, but it has to cool here for 30 minutes, and then I put it in the fridge for, I can't remember how long, and then I do the icing. It smells really good. I had to take off my sweater because I was getting so hot inside because the heat is blasting. Today we're just kind of being cozy and relaxing, but tomorrow I would like to get some stuff done around the house because this is a snow day vlog, but also I'm gonna attempt to also make it a moving vlog and get a few things done. We still haven't mounted the medicine cabinet, haven't mounted the things in the closet, which I feel like I've mentioned both of those things so many times, but we still have not done it. So I would like to do that at some point this weekend. I also forgot to show you guys this in my last video. I got this for Christmas, a Ring camera. I've always wanted one of these, and also to go with it, a little camera guy. So also need to set these up. I don't know how complicated it's gonna be. It feels like it should be complicated, but everybody has one, so it can't be that bad. That might be a tomorrow task, okay? I just don't feel like doing anything around the house today, you know? Like today is all about like having fun and being cozy. Also, we need to kind of get moving on like picking out, you know, more furniture, hanging things on the wall, doing that kind of stuff because we have people coming to stay with us in February. So we basically have a month / less than a month to kind of get the place a little bit more in order, which is kind of stressing me out, but also it will be good to have a little bit of motivation to make this place look guest friendly. I don't know how many people we're gonna have actually sleeping here in our house, but a lot of people are gonna be in town. Like I need to get this room together desperately. Like I have a bunch of clothes hanging on here, but not that many because I don't want to weigh down that bar. So I've started hanging stuff like on the actual like door so it's not weighing the actual bar down. I have stuff hanging on this hook leading into the bathroom. Obviously all of that needs to change. The Pop-Tarts have been in the fridge cooling. Did you guys just see that? Okay. My sister's electricity did go out today. So, am I crazy or did that just happen? I feel like maybe I just saw something. I'm gonna have to watch this back and see if I'm crazy. I put the Pop-Tarts in the fridge. They've been cooling down for a little while now, and I'm going to make the icing, and then we're gonna ice them, and then we're gonna try them. Everyone just hope the electricity stays on. My electricity went out in my last vlog. If it goes out in this video, that's gonna be literally so silly. I'm gonna cut a piece. It says to put flaky salt over the top of it. I don't have flaky salt, but I am just gonna use some normal salt because I love a little bit of salt on a sweet treat, but I'm not gonna salt the whole thing. I think I'm just gonna salt my individual piece. Gonna cut a little corner here. And I'm excited to see the inside layer. It kind of crumbled a little bit, like the top layer broke off of the bottom layer, but I'm just gonna put it back together and eat it like a sandwich. I don't think that's gonna happen to every other piece. It's just like getting it started with the knife is kind of hard. I'm gonna do a little bit of salt. This comes out like so fast, so I need to be really careful. Okay, I did too much salt. I'm gonna just shake some of it off. Okay, we're just gonna take a bite. It's very messy. That is really good. I'm excited to eat this tomorrow with some coffee. I feel like that's going to be next level, but this is very good. It's very dense. We're making beef stew for dinner, which we need to get started on. This is just a little appetizer, okay? Nothing like dessert before dinner. We're gonna start making that. Probably watch a little bit of Gossip Girl after dinner. be honest, okay? Love the Pop-Tarts, but I cannot eat them for breakfast because it was the first thing I put in my body this morning and my tummy hurts. I just don't think it's the kind of thing that needs to be swimming around there alone. I do love a sweet treat that makes you sick to your stomach, okay? That's kind of the level of sugar I am looking for. However, first thing in the morning really threw me off. And it could be that I'm about to get my period because I am waiting for it any day now. I do frequently mix up my uterus and my stomach. Like sometimes I'm like, my stomach hurts, it's actually my uterus. They're too close together, but the Pop-Tart is very good. I don't want you guys to get the wrong idea. I will be making it again. I have already told my mother and my sister about it. So it is very good. Anyways, let's talk about what we're doing today around the house. I seriously feel like moving never ends. It's like, how many moving vlogs am I gonna do? This is moving vlog number 4, but it's just like, it's never ending. And there's gonna be another one because we still have to get rugs. We have to get more furniture. At some point I am gonna have to stop calling these moving vlogs, but not today. This is everything that we're trying to do around the house. I don't know how much of this we're actually gonna get to, but this is what we are attempting to do today. We are going to mount the medicine cabinet in this bathroom. We have the medicine cabinet. I built it, I think in the last video. We just need to mount it to the wall. We're fixing my closet because the bar in my closet is just like a really long bar. Like just the distance is so wide and there's not any support underneath it. And I'm just scared that with all of my clothing, the bar is gonna break or it's gonna get ripped out of the wall. I just think that I need a little bit more support underneath the bar, you know, before I start putting all of my clothing on there. And then after that, obviously I want to hang up all of my clothing today. That would be great. Our Ring camera, which is up here on top of this fireplace that I already showed you guys, I wanna try to install that today. The last thing on the to-do list is to clean off a bunch of bottles. I had a shampoo bottle burst in this bucket. The shampoo only got on other toiletries, so like no big deal. It didn't get on any of my clothing, but I need to deal with that. And what's really sad is the shampoo bottle that burst was an Olaplex shampoo. That's some good ass shampoo. And when I saw it, I was like, are you kidding me? First thing that we're doing is the medicine cabinet, which maybe we should start with something easier. I feel like this, actually no, I think the closet might be the hardest. Medicine cabinet and closet, I'm just worried about, but we just need to jump in and start doing stuff. So I'm gonna go get the medicine cabinet. Ta-da! How do you make it go in reverse?
You click it this way.
Okay, T.
I'm sure there are many ways we could do this better, but we're doing it this way.
And you know, as long as we get it done and we like it, I don't really care how it happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look visually. That looks high enough. Look at your reflection.
Yeah, I might even want it stand fully. Go a little higher.
I feel like higher.
Yeah, let's go higher.
Yeah, that feels good. Okay, I think it's centered, but it's hard to see because it's like your body's in front of it.
You probably should be screwing because I think it's better for me to hold it.
Okay, should we just go for it?
Let's go for it, yeah. So click that the other way.
Okay, you're feeling confident?
Yeah. Ooh, hold on. Get the screw itself. Yeah, and start screwing through it. But we're not going to leave it at. We're just doing it to get the whole end. Ready? And screw. Now, unscrew it. Alright, now do the same thing. And then get the level. Let's see if it's level. Now I guess the trick is holding it up where it lines up with these.
I feel like honestly you should hold it because I'm scared I'm gonna slip. You can kind of hold it longer than I can.
A little bit straight in.
Are you scared to let go?
No, it's in place. It's pretty level. It might be slightly askew. It's a little, you know what it is?
Oh god, it's not centered.
Yeah, it's pretty not centered.
We do need to take it out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Doesn't it look kind of high to the right and then down like 2 inches? Fancy.
Okay, not me like so good with the powered
I know,
broom.
it's kind of fun, isn't it? See, so we do need new anchors because these
Yeah,
are...
you can't pull them out now. God fucking damn it. Okay, y'all. The fact that we've been living here without a mirror in this bathroom suddenly feels like so crazy, but it didn't really matter. Also, sometimes it's kind of nice to just like brush your teeth and not look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? We put this blue tape down to center the mirror as best as we could over this faucet. Toothbrushes, contact solution. Ooh, that's nice. It's not too tall. Hand soap, face wash, Q-tips, and flossers. Does this fit? Makeup remover, nail clippers, contacts. We honestly didn't have that much stuff in here because we haven't had that much storage. So everything that was in here was stuff that we could only fit on the sink. That wasn't that bad. Even though I do think I want to wash out this toothbrush holder because it's kind of gross. So I might do that. But hey, okay, well this doesn't really shut because of this. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit too wide. I guess I'll leave that on the counter. I'm actually so proud of us, and maybe some people watching this are just like, okay, you just mounted a medicine cabinet, like it's nothing crazy, but it feels like something that shouldn't be that difficult, but honestly, it was kind of hard. Now that that's hung up, I can finally get rid of this box. I just kept keeping it in case, you know, something was wrong with it, or I don't know. I just decided to keep the box until it was actually up. But now I can recycle this, which is so great. I'm gonna take that out later, but I'm gonna just put it by the door. Let's fucking get it, dude. Nice.
There we go.
So are these basically just like anchors, but just like on steroids?
Yes, they're just stronger. Like this is what he used to mount my TV, I know, when I saw him do it in place.
It's so crazy that drywall can actually, like with this little thing, you can hang something so heavy on drywall because it doesn't feel like you should be able to do that. So excited, I cannot believe I'm gonna be able to hang up all the clothes. I still have too many clothes, but you know, we're working on that. But at least now I can kind of see them all and then decide what I want to get rid of a little bit easier. Yeah, I'm not even organizing right now. I don't feel like it. I'm just kind of adding. Medicine cabinet is done. Closet is done. I'm going to attempt to set up this Ring camera stuff. Like it must not be that hard, but something about it feels like it should be hard because don't you have to like put it over your old doorbell and like do something with the wires? I remember my grandmother got one of these like when it first came out. Maybe they've made it easier since then. Download the Ring app. Ooh, they give you a little sticker. App downloaded. Gotta create an account, of course. I have to charge that battery for like 12 hours. So I should have done this earlier. I didn't realize that that would be a step. Okay, I guess I have to stop. Okay, it's the next day. We're back. It's fully charged. I'm gonna continue setting it up. I was actually getting notifications from the Ring app last night, even though I didn't finish setting it up. And I didn't know that people in the neighborhood or just in the greater Atlanta area send in, it's almost like Nextdoor. You know that app Nextdoor where people are like, someone broke into a car over here. Didn't know the Ring app was also offering those services, which I did used to have Nextdoor when I lived in Los Angeles, and then I deleted it because it was just honestly like, I actually don't need to know every single sketchy thing that's happening in my immediate vicinity. So next, grab your
connected to the Ring app.
I love it.
Connecting to Wi-Fi. Just a moment.
Thanks, girl. Okay, the doorbell is installed. I had to put on my coat because it's so cold outside. It just showed me a video of us setting it up. Whoa. The Ring doorbell had to charge overnight. I should have seen if this also needed to charge. I was not thinking. The little camera that goes with it. Honestly, I've seen people use it where they have like cats and they just set it up and then they watch their cats just like do silly things. Charge battery. Yep, it's the exact same battery. Okay, well that's gonna have to charge for 12 hours now. So I really messed up on that, but that's okay. That's okay, no biggie. Amazon is legitimately so scary because I ordered these shoe racks yesterday and they arrived between 4 and 8 a.m., which is just really, really scary. But I bought 2 of these shoe racks to go in the bottom of the closet. I hung up most of my clothes. There's a few things that still need to be hung up. I'm also getting rid of more clothes. I got rid of a lot of clothes before I moved, and there's some things that I'm like, why did I even keep this until now? Like I should have gotten rid of this before I moved. I just feel like you have to do a few passes to actually get rid of everything that you really need to get rid of. I hold on to clothes for too long, okay? I do have an emotional attachment to clothes, so it takes me a few different times to actually get rid of everything, but I'm getting rid of more stuff. So we're gonna build these shoe racks so I have a little bit more space in the bottom of the closet. Like I need to fit another suitcase in here. We have a shoe rack by the front door that just has too many shoes on it, like shoes that we don't use all the time, and so hopefully I can bring some of those into here and actually only leave the ones that we use every single day. We're maximizing our space. These were just the most highly rated shoe racks on Amazon's website, so that's the one that I went with. Okay, done. already looking so much better. My dance goes that I've literally owned since middle school. These were very cool. We wore them with our uniforms in Chattanooga, and they're very comfortable. Great arch support. I always forget that I need to wear these more. These are my cute little platform Uggs. I think they're so sweet. Okay, this is the update. The shelves look great, fit so many shoes. I also put some of my baseball hats down here. You know, they're kind of like randomly in the mix of it all, so maybe that'll move around, but the shoes look so much better. I could fit this other suitcase. Everything's looking really good. The next step is to buy 2 more of these little support thingies that go underneath the rod, and they're also meant to hold a shelf on top, so we're gonna add 2 more of those at the end, and then we're gonna buy a shelf to lay on top of all 4 of those. And then on that shelf, I'm gonna stack some of my sweaters and also my purses, because that's how I had it in my last place. I put all of my purses up top. So then we're just gonna have a ton of storage. What's crazy is this whole section from here to here, these are sweaters that I've knit. It takes up so much room. I like need a different hobby. I'm feeling so good about this progress. Just in this one video, this closet has gone from being a total disaster to being so much better. So I'm really happy with the progress that we've made on this. The time has come to clean all of these bottles that I don't want to clean on the ground. I will show you guys in a second. I'm looking at them. I just don't want to touch them. They're just gross. They're gross. There's shampoo all over them. I did pick out a book and start reading at the beginning of this video, and I haven't updated at all. I've said this so many times before, but I'm not a booktuber. I'm not doing like full ass reading vlogs on here, but when I do read a book, for some reason, I feel as though I need to start it and finish it in the same video, which in 2025, I want to stop feeling that way, because I feel like when I've done that, it's made making videos on here difficult, or it's made me like not post as frequently because I just like feel like I'm on this weird cycle. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to get into this habit of like starting a book in a video and having to finish it in the same video. What I would prefer to do is add a video at the end of the month. I want to do a wrap up where I just discuss everything I read that month. So you might have seen previous videos where I pick up a book or I take some time to read a book in the middle of a vlog, but I don't want to give my full thoughts on it until the end of the month. I don't know. We're going to try it out. So if you see me reading a book in a video earlier in the month, just know my thoughts are coming later. Maybe you guys hate this idea. Maybe you guys like when I start and finish a book in the same video, but I just want to try it out because I just feel this weird pressure to like read a book in every video, or like rush to finish a book so I can get this video up, or like I'm completely done with the video, but then I have to finish this book before I can post the video, and I have to like film an outro where I discuss. I don't know. I just want to try it out. Maybe it won't stay this way, but for the month of January, I would like to give it a shot, giving all of my book thoughts at the end of the month. And the video will reference like a monthly book wrap up, but I think I want to still do like a vlog because I feel like you guys like vlogs. So maybe it'll just be like me going to a coffee shop or a bookstore and then giving my thoughts on all of the books. I'm kind of babbling. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to finish Come and Get It in this vlog. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to save my thoughts until the end of the month. And if you watched my last video, which was my tier ranking video, I told you guys everything that I'm planning on reading in January. I am very behind, but I'm going to try to read all of these books, or at least 5 of these books. You know, I might not get to all 6. I'm giving 6 to pick from. You know, it's likely that I'll only read 5. Maybe I'll read 4. Maybe I'll read all 6. Who knows? And then in February, I'll share what I want to read in that month. Honestly, the way to be more up to date on what I'm planning to read is on Instagram, because I'm going to post TBRs like on the 1st of the month. YouTube is a little bit more all over the place. Okay, as you guys know, I don't have like a strict posting schedule, which maybe that could be a goal in 2025. If you want to know what I'm reading, if you want to be like very up to date, I would look on Instagram, because I'm going to try to post TBRs on the 1st of every month, and then also at the end of the month, I'm going to share like everything that I finished and everything that I'm going to be talking about in the book wrap up. We're going to give it a shot, y'all. We're going to see how this month goes. Again, already behind. So I am kind of nervous for January. We're gonna start trying to clean off these bottles. I don't know what my aversion is to this. Actually, I do know my aversion to it. You can ask any of my friends, specifically ask Sarah. I get so grossed out by bathroom products so easily. Ever since I was a child, okay? I've never liked like bathroom products. Like there's nothing worse than like grabbing like a cold, wet bathroom product. It took me a while to get on board with a lot of bathroom products, okay? Certain ones still gross me out. I hate touching just like gross, grimy, gooey bathroom products. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. I'm gonna show you guys. It's just all of this stuff sitting on this like lid to this plastic bucket. That's everything that I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna put on a podcast or something, watch a YouTube video, I don't know, and I'm just going to rinse everything off in this sink. Ew. That was disgusting. Did not like that in the slightest, but it's done. I was finding myself like making faces because I was so grossed out, and I was like, okay, no one's here, but I could not help but make faces because I was just like so grossed out. I think that's it in terms of things around the house today. I know we're making a chili tonight. The beef stew that we made, it lasts 2 days. And then when we make chili, that also lasts 2 days. Beef stew and chili, kind of like the two perfect snow day recipes. Normally I'm more of the sous chef in the house, but I think tonight I'm actually doing more head chef. I'm spearheading the cooking tonight, so we'll see how I do. We've actually made this recipe a few times. It's definitely one of our favorites. So we'll be making that once it's time for dinner. I'm not taking any questions about the pile of clothes behind me, so everyone can just keep those to yourself. Okay, this chair is actually very dangerous because it's right next to this dresser and I just like throw shit there all the time. I really need to stop doing that. Last night we finished Gossip Girl. We've been binging it from the beginning and oh my God, I was so sad when we finished it. I know a lot of people are rewatching it because it was added to Netflix and oh my God, it is so good. It's just so over the top. Like it's not like a soap opera, but it like is soapy. You're telling me that your boyfriend's dad and your mom dated when they were younger and then they start kind of like hooking up behind you and your boyfriend's back and then you and your boyfriend break up and then they continue to date and then they get married. Well, I don't want to spoil it all. I mean, it's been out for years. Very sad to have finished that, but also it's probably for the best because every single night we would get on that couch and we would watch like 6 episodes and we'd be like, what? How is it already 2 a.m.? I don't know what TV show we're gonna watch next. I know Sarah was binging Gossip Girl and then she went on to Broad City, so maybe we'll go on to Broad City next. Kind of a good migration because they're both shows that are in New York City, but just like completely different. This morning, I just plan on picking up around the house and mourning the loss of Gossip Girl. It's Sunday, which means it's sheet washing day. I always do the sheets on Sunday, / we're just gonna pick up around the house. It's the end of the vlog, y'all. I know you guys really like the long ones, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I don't really have much to say, except I think I'm just gonna say bye. So you can follow me on all my socials if you're interested in anything like that. If not, that's totally fine, but I do think that you should subscribe to this channel if you're not already subscribed. That would literally be so sweet of you. And yeah, that's kind of it. I don't really have anything to say in this outro. So I think with that, this is goodbye. I'm having a hard time talking because there's like, I don't know, I like cut the inside of my mouth or something.